There you go. Give you a little 5 minutes fame. All right, we live.
We're live.
All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites of the Lions Den camp. We come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, also called Babylon in the scriptures, and also to promote and speak about the return of our King and Lord Yahweh Shai and the rise of our nation, Yasha Allah. All right, and also the dominion of our Father Yahweh. But before we do so, we're gonna give honors to our elders over at GMS, starting with Apostle Tahar on down, and also to their elders. So I say, Kal, Halayim,
La,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ha,
Rakah,
Kodash,
Ma'amah.
Mama.
All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders, and Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children, which means brothers and sisters around the four corners of the earth that believe in sincerity and in truth. Not just believing, but believing, not blindly believing, but doing the research, doing their due diligence, being studious, right, to become one of the children of the Most High.
We got a precept on that.
Yep.
This is John chapter 4, verse 23. It says, "But the hour cometh, and now is when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him."
There you go. So the Father is seeking such to worship him. How is he seeking him? Let's get that. Somebody get that. Enter into Holy Souls. Somebody get that. Somebody grab Proverbs 20 and 27. So how is he seeking? The Lord is looking for these are not bowed the knee to Baal. Somebody know what's that? 7,000 men.
This Holy Souls.
Yeah, let me get that real quick. There's 7.
Okay. Romans,
Proverbs 20 and what? 20 and 27?
Yeah. What else is that?
7,000 souls represent 7. I think that's Romans 11.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Romans 11 and 4. Somebody got the
Proverbs?
Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 27.
Yeah. We can run it backwards.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord,
So the spirit of man is the candle of the Lord. Go ahead.
searching all the inward parts of the belly.
See that? So the Lord is searching our soul. All right. So the Lord searches to see if we're a clean vessel or not, a vessel fit for destruction or a vessel fit for His kingdom, to reside, for His Spirit to reside in. All right. So that was it. All right. So that's He's searching us being vessels. Go ahead. Somebody, other one that asked me.
Romans 11:4.
Yeah. Any one of them. There was one more too.
Yeah, you get that, and I got the other one.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 4. But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I reserve to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
There you go. All right. So the Lord already reserved us, scattered us, and He said, "What? There's going to be a time where there's a time to scatter, and there's a time to gather. Gather stones. So He's going out searching for those stones that He scattered. All right, and making sure we're the proper vessels for His Spirit to reside in. All right. So it's the Spirit that's searching, doing the searching.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 27. "And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets."
There you go. That's that Spirit of the Lord. They say she's a pure influence. It's up a little further, I think, right?
Yeah. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 24.
Yep.
"For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passes and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her."
There you go. See that? Hold up. Excuse me. So, all right, so that's he's sending out that influence to seek those vessels that he deemed worthy or made worthy to worship him. You see that? Vessels fitted for destruction or vessels fitted for honor. Luke 18:8. I asked, what was the other one I had? Somebody had? Anybody had any other ones? They was holding? We just read them all, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Luke 18:8.
This is Luke chapter 18, verse 8. I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
There you go. You see that? So the Most High is seeking such to worship him. All right? But in sincerity and in truth. But he's seeking it, meaning through what? Predestination. You know, not just hoping for it to happen. No, this is his design. All right? He scattered us. Now he's it's like hide and go seek. He scattered it. Now he's sending his son to find it. The Spirit. Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach chapter 33, verse 10.
Right, and he found us. Once he found us, he made that connection, and then he's gonna send his angels to the rally point, to gather around us. See it?
To the rendezvous.
To the rendezvous point.
All right, this is Sirach 33 and 10. All men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord have divided them and made their ways diverse. Some has he blessed and exalted, and some has he sanctified and set near himself. But some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their place. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as he pleases, as his pleasure, so is man in the hand of him that made him to render them as liketh him best. So just going in what the elder apostle was talking about, making honors vessels of honor to dishonor. So he crafted everyone as how they should be and how their work should be while they're here on this earth. And so the ones that he appointed to seek out the wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of his truth, of his word, all right, through the spirit of his son, those are the ones that the angels are going to encamp around and have charge over, and those are the ones that are going to be the rally point.
Right. Somebody grab Ezekiel 22 and 18, and then we're gonna go to that scripture you was talking about. In Isaiah.
Okay.
No,
I'm talking about Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 22 and 18?
22:18, yeah. We're going to go to 22:18 all the way to 22.
All right, this is Ezekiel.
So, and somebody get that in Romans, I think it is, where it say vessels of honor and some dishonor. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 18. It says, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron.
There you go. See that? So they become alloys, no longer precious metals, just corruptible metals. All right, weak metals.
It says, and lead.
I should rather say weak vessels, Go ahead, brother.
It says, and lead in the midst of the furnace.
Yep, in the midst of the furnace, man, because we're in the midst of the furnace of judgment, of the Lord's judgment. All right, the furnace of adversity, right? Persecution. The Lord is bringing his wrath, which is equated to fire. So in the midst of that, you don't want to be a weak metal. You want to be something that's going to be purified by the Lord's wrath. Like when your father disciplines you, you don't want to be destroyed by it. You want to be built up from it, which is chastisement.
Right.
All right. But a weak individual is going to turn and rebel. Which would be the same thing as being wicked. A weak spirit. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and lead in the midst of the furnace, they are even the dross of silver.
Yep, the scum. Right, the excess, meaning vain, not important. All right, go ahead. Corrupted.
And understanding, knowing the whole purpose of the fire is to cleanse.
That's right.
So if you're made out of those vessels, those are the dirty things that the Lord is trying to cleanse off of his people. So if you're made up of totally those, you're part of the filth that he's getting rid of.
There you go. Yep, and it's the Father's wrath. Cleansing.
Let's say they. I don't want to say you.
Go ahead.
Whoever was reading.
Go ahead, keep bringing it.
All right, verse 19. It says, therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, because ye are all become dross. Behold, therefore, I will gather you in the midst of Jerusalem, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead.
Malachi 3 and 2. Come on, brother. You good?
It says, and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace,
Yep.
to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. So
Right.
will I gather you in my anger.
There you go. So, yep. So the Lord is gathering vessels in his anger to melt them, man. All right. And in this iron furnace, just like ancient Egypt was called the iron furnace, this is called the iron furnace too. All right. Go ahead.
It says, and in my fury,
Yep. And his fury, which is like unto fire.
and I will leave you there and melt you.
So he's going to leave you here and melt you, man. All right. Because you will be a vessel fitted for destruction instead of being a vessel fit for the kingdom.
You want straight to the point, Romans?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if Yahweh willing to show his wrath to make his power known, endure it with much long suffering, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
Right. Yep.
And that he might make known the riches of his glory on vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto his glory.
So, yep. So anyway, so those vessels that are made for his glory are vessels that are made for the kingdom. That's what the word glory means. All right. So those vessels that are fitted for destruction, they're made for this oven to be destroyed here. All right. So let's get Malachi 3 and 2.
This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 2. It says, but who may abide the day of his coming?
So who may abide that day? See, when his it says what? Let's get that real quick. Hold up. I ain't gonna get it. It says his eyes are like a flame of fire. All right. So that means what? Judgment is on his mind. His wrath is gonna be like fire. Go ahead, brother.
It says, who may abide the day of his coming, and who shall stand when he appeareth?
Right. Go ahead. So who may stand when he appears? Just like all these governments are standing. Okay, let's speak about that. Not even just individuals. What was that one?
What's it called?
It stood upon the earth. We're talking about the beast that came out of the sea.
Revelation 13.
Yeah. Came out of the sea. Yeah.
17.
17, I think it is. All right. And appear thou no more, thou eagle.
Second verse 11.
Yeah. That's right. Don't forget the ones I just asked for, but I'm gonna get this too real quick. Yeah, we'll say the dragon. It's the beast, NATO. 13 and 1.
No, 17.
13.
You want the second
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw
There you
the beast rise
That's
up.
it.
Okay.
13.
All right, this is Revelation 13 and 1, and it reads, and I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the dragon gave him his power.
And what's happening right there is the angels explaining to John how this what we see now is going to come about. All right, it started with Rome, Greek Rome, right? When it says the leopard, that's talking about Alexander, right? And the end of the feet of it was talking about the bear, which is going to be Russia. The feet of it's going to be the end of it.
Yeah, this is the it really is referencing to NATO, saying NATO was started in that same mindset as a military structure like Alexander, right? But it's going to end with the bear, with Russia, all right? So it's talking about NATO, but it's talking about it's comparing it to the leopard, which would be Alexander. When it, now, yeah, moving swiftly, and the whole earth was quiet before him, before Alexander. If you read First Maccabees, so that's NATO, and it shows you that this is nothing but a military killing structure machine, man. And that's what the Lord is saying. He's against that. That's going to be standing upon the earth. Somebody don't forget that where it says who may be able to stand abide. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, finish reading.
All right. Back at Revelation 13:2, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard,
Right, NATO.
and his feet were as the feet of a bear,
Right, the end of the system going into Daniel chapter 2, where it speaks about the fall of that whole system. That's what Kanat was talking about. You know, going all the way back, even back to the Assyrians. Right, that whole system going to fall through the Roman Empire falling. Go ahead.
and his mouth as the mouth of a lion,
Right, that's talking about Britain. But you saw the UK speaking this week with their king coming over here, the king of flies, Beelzebub, coming over here, basically disrespecting Trump. Is scripture say that mother, you got that?
See that bird, she shall be so confounded. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, let's get that real quick. Don't lose where y'all at, real quick. You know, but we're gonna go back to him.
Republicans were just a fly, man.
Yeah. So he came over here just to clown Trump. They was having an argument about who made who first, who built who. Trump saying, "Yeah, we was your military might. We was the hammer. We helped to protect y'all and lift y'all up." But if you go into the scriptures and history, it was Europe that exalted the U.S. With its financial resources and stepping out of his way so it can grow. But that's what Britain did. All right, and became their financial backing. There you got. Somebody got it. The mother is sore confounded.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness in the dry land and the desert.
See that? So yeah, they're ashamed of this place now. You know, and they're ashamed of being tied to it because look what America's doing with Israel. You know, to the other nations. So now they're like, yo, we weren't just idly standing by during World War II. That's what England's saying, and Britain. They're saying that they lost people too. They was fighting shoulder to shoulder with the U.S. during World War II. So now they're like, yo, you're making us look bad by doing what you're doing and talking trash about Greenland and all this. Right? All right, go ahead.
No.
Just basically act like America didn't have no help whatsoever to get in the position that it's in.
All right, back
And
at
then it's like, go ahead.
back at Revelation 13 and verse 2. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat.
Oh, so the dragon represents the EU or the Roman Empire. You know, the EU today. So the Europe gave America its power, you know, and seat and authority. So they're sitting there arguing back and forth about that. And it's happening right in front of our face. Satan being divided against Satan.
And his seat and great authority. Verse 3, and I saw one of his heads.
Right. So they not only did they say, hey, we're going to supply you, they're saying, hey, we running things, but I'm going to move out the way and let you run it. I'm going to give you my seat and great authority. That's what it means when he said he gave him his seat, meaning the dragon's seat. He said, yeah, you can sit it. How you like the seat? It's nice, ain't it?
You look
It's comfortable,
good.
ain't it? And then what he do when he get in the seat? He starts speaking like the dragon. I'm the king, you know? But they're not really running shit. All right, that's what he came over here to tell them. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death. And his
Yep, talking about the Roman Empire. But that's it, though. That was it. It said stood upon the earth. I think it's 17 though. I think it's 17. Yeah.
17, okay.
17. Nah. Maybe it was that one. I probably just missed you saying it. It said, and it saw and it stood upon the earth. Don't worry about it. Somebody got other scripture?
I got second. Here no more that
Yeah, let's get that.
This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 11.
Can you go to the wood, the line out of the wood part?
Verse 37. Start at verse 36. Then I heard a voice which said unto me, Look before thee, and consider the thing that thou seest. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle, and said, Hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world?
Yep, there you go. It's talking about Yahushua, man. He's that lion that came down to rebuke it and to rebuke that whole system. He was calling them the mystery of iniquity that was going to be revealed in these times. All right, and we're in the time where they're being revealed. All right, and that lion got chased out of the wood, got chased out of the earth. You know, go ahead, by them crucifying.
That the end of their times might come through them.
Right. So he was saying, yo, the end of whose time? Esau's rulership. The end of their rulership is going to come through the Roman Empire, the EU. All right, basically with America today. Go ahead.
And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were passed.
Right. So that whole system going back through Nebuchadnezzar, dealing with Daniel chapter 2. All right. So the fourth beast came and overcame all of them. So what you think Yahushua going to do? When he show up, by destroying this one, he going to destroy all the other ones. The same way the Roman Empire took over all of them by taking over, you know, whatever they took over. Go ahead, in their time.
It says, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression.
Right, and that's what we're dealing with today. Fearfulness and much wicked oppression, man. So everything they're about to bring through Revelation chapter 6 is nothing but oppression. You know, the pale horse. They're bringing that just to oppress people, man. And through oppression, they can control. And that's what they want, full control to lead you into a satanic system. That's all it's about. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 7. Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition.
Right, the Roman Empire. Yep, it ascended and it came up on the earth, and now they've been ruling, and now it's going to go into destruction again. All right, go ahead.
Says,
Oh, that was it on that, right? So, yeah, so it's showing you who's carrying who. All right? They're carrying America, man.
I'm going to continue on.
Go ahead, brother.
It says, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
See that? All right, so yeah, and they're beholding it right now. And what did everybody do? They submitted to the dollar. They submitted to everything that Europe and America and its allies were speaking. The dollar, the Bretton Woods agreement. You know, denuclearization while they got nukes. What do you call that? What he was doing with the dollar, taxing people. Tariffs. Tariff nation. Yeah, that's it. That's how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do
That's how you do it. Tariffs. All right, can you go to Revelation 7:13 one more time? I just want that first verse.
All right, back at Revelation 13.
Right, man.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea.
Yep, it stood upon the sand of the sea. That's what I really wanted. I just blanked out. I don't know how.
You good.
But upon the sand of the sea means upon the earth. All right, go ahead.
And saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
See, from amongst the people, Go ahead.
having 7 heads and 10 horns,
And it stood upon the earth. Go ahead.
and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
That's the EU and NATO. So it came out. Did it say it came out, stood up on sand?
Yep, that was the first part. And I stood upon the sand.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna get too detailed. But yeah, this beast, this whole system is standing upon the earth. Now go ahead. Somebody got something else I was asking for earlier? You read yours, I think. Somebody else was holding something, not yours.
Revelation, you were reading 2nd Ezra 11.
Damn.
You wanted Isaiah 13?
We weren't ready for that yet, but he was reading.
Yeah, I know he was reading. I'm talking about everybody else. All of those, yeah. Whoever reads something, yeah, look at all of them.
Go ahead.
All right, back to Ezekiel.
I forgot what I thought. I think so.
I already read that one, I think.
2nd Ezra
2nd Ezra 11.
Yeah, we still.
Yeah, he
We
holding
read that one, I think. Go ahead, no, finish that. Finish that. That was it.
It's 2nd Ezra chapter 11, back at verse 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression.
And that's what the elders were just talking about. How Rome overcame all the other beasts and is re-erected again today. So when Yahushua conquered this system that's set up today, conquers all the systems that was erected in the past.
All right, man. All right.
If you think about it, America has symbolism or ways of living that go back to all those kingdoms in the past.
Yep, and by destroying this, see, look, the dragon gave them this power and great authority, and all the people wanted after the beast, meaning they submitted to this system. They all part of this system. So once this system is destroyed, all the other systems are going to be destroyed. Right? The only powerhouse is going to be the nation of Israel. and then you got the U.S. destabilizing the BRICS system right now. You know, every time they put a brick on, they come take a brick off.
Playing Jenga.
They playing Jenga. They playing Jenga like a motherfucker, boy. All right, go ahead. Somebody grab Revelation 16 and 19. Go ahead, bro.
It says, it's so long dwelt he upon the earth with deceit.
See, they dwelling upon earth with deceit, man. Calling themselves gods. Pushing nothing but signs and lying wonders. You see that? With their dollar system. He say James, what's that?
Sit down, old rich man.
Yeah.
James chapter 5.
Yeah, real quick. Let's get that. Don't lose your spot, but we're gonna go back to that last couple words.
So, still about 4 more verses to the
Nah, we don't have to go into it too much. We're gonna stop when they make the point. But they ain't make the point yet. Like if you skip down, you feel like it's, after this part,
verse 40.
yeah, skip down to it. Yeah, yep.
This is James chapter 5, verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
See that? So they're weeping, man. They all linking up. They traveling country to country. When the last time King Charles came over here? Now he pop up here. Hey, man, you tripping, bro.
Something just then, bro. Like, yeah, we ain't seen him ever.
What?
He gonna try to go back and call the Rothschilds, cut their money off. Just cut it off. Because they have total control over the money.
They got total control. He was, and that's what he came to show them, that they got total control. And Trump was like, yeah, I'm the man until he showed up. Like, until the man shows up, the man showed up.
Sarcastically, Trump was the man.
He was the man. So,
And they was applauding for Charles the whole time, like throughout his speech, just like all the Republicans standing up, like, oh, he's doing, whatever he was saying and stuff was just, commending him for what he was saying. I'm like, damn.
I heard somebody say the other day.
Yeah. You talking shit. You ain't shit. Yeah.
I heard somebody say the other day, Trump really isn't a Republican. He just joined the Republican Party to receive more votes.
Right.
He said he wanted to go independent.
Allegedly. We don't get into politics too much. Sirach 10 and 8. Babakusha. All right, go ahead. Somebody else reading.
Yeah. All right. Your James 5:2. Your riches are corrupt. Your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is canker, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures together for the last days.
Yeah, so they heaped all them treasures together so that they could be the rich man that has been living in deceit, living in deceit all the way into this time. So the Lord can judge them and take everything from them, make them cast it out of their bellies. All right, and it also builds a level of arrogance and false rulership, all right, and greed. So they begin to deceive their own selves. He said they are enclosed in their own fat, meaning they're confused, they're blinded by their own riches, like Scrooge McDuck.
Surely oppression make a wise man mad.
Yeah, they make you foolish.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we need to get that. We need to get that in a minute. Let's run through these.
Okay.
Because we're getting too many now.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, if y'all know it, just go ahead and launch it up. Not y'all two, but we gotta get from you. We gotta get all the way back to you. If you got it, go ahead and launch it.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
See that? So this riches, all the riches they gotten by deceit, man. That's why he said for so long they've dwelt upon the earth in deceit. All right, so all the riches they've got, they've robbed, stolen, and unalive for it. The scriptures say that this place was built off what? Bloodshed.
Just like Nineveh.
And robbery, just like Nineveh. All right, so it's made to be destroyed. Its destiny is to be destroyed, you know, because it was built off of bloodshed. All right, so they're ruling, and he said, I have seen the rich sit in low place and service upon horses. So they're living in that deceit of their own heart. All right, and what did he say? Damn, they say the pride of thy heart has deceived thee. So he said they've been, our fathers have inherited lies. So they've been living on this earth in deceit this whole damn time, calling themselves the Israelites. Right?
Verse 9.
Yep.
Why is earth and ashes proud?
Yeah.
They ain't even be metal. They earth and ashes.
Yeah, they're not even weak metal. That's what we're going into, being gold. They ashes.
Ashes.
He said they're gonna be like ashes under your foot. He's gonna turn them into what they really are. Go ahead.
There is not a more wicked thing than a contentious man, covetous man, Salakia.
Yep.
For such a one setteth his own soul to sale.
There you go. We know that Esau, man. He proved that with Jacob. He proved that when he sold his blessing. All right. So we know their spirit. That's it on that. So let's go to the next one.
It's Revelation.
Yeah.
16:19.
Revelation 16 and 19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts.
Yep.
And the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh.
Yeah, actually, hold that one. Go ahead, real quick. Let's go back to this.
So, 2nd Esdras chapter 11 and verse 41. Verse 43. Therefore is thy wrongful dealings come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest also have looked upon the proud times, and behold,
the Lord is looking at them. Go ahead.
they are ended,
They
and
are
his
ended.
abominations are fulfilled.
See that? And their abominations got to be fulfilled, man. So read that part where it says, long time they lived with deceit upon the earth.
Verse 40, it says, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit.
With deceit, man. All right? And they've gotten much, like it said in James, I think it said, they gotten much riches by their deceit. All right? And now let's go to, but what did the Lord say? Let's go to Nakar.
This is back at Malachi chapter 3, verse 2. It says,
So these are kingdoms standing upon the earth. Not only just talking about people, but on a whole nother level. You know, not just the Jake that you know that turned away from the truth. Not just them, but what about these individuals that's ruling the world right now?
that's influential to them turning against the truth. Because what it said, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduces them.
That's right. So they gotta be thrown up in there as well. Right? Go ahead, bro.
This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 2. It says, but who may abide in the day
of his coming.
See, there you go. So who's going to be able to abide the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is coming? Why? See, go ahead.
It says, and who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire and like a fuller's soap.
So he is the fire. You see that? So Yahweh, he's Yahweh's flame to burn you with and to try you and to melt you with.
Just like the other scriptures said, well, a man's soul is the flame of the candle.
That's right. That searches for the heart of men.
So what more than Yahweh Shai?
That's right. All right. So Yahweh Shai is that. He is that. That spirit that searches you. He is that flame that's gonna come reach out and touch and heal you.
You're gonna be healed or you're gonna be burnt.
Or you're gonna be burnt. You know what I mean? Go ahead, bro.
It's Revelation 18:1.
I felt like I was in church right there.
It says, it says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is become a habitation of devils, and the whole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For the nations have drunk of the wine of her wrath, of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornications with her. The merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy. So that's all the other nations falling behind, being oppressors with the system that was set up, that Babylon is pushing and driving, and so everybody else has to get that same reward. They fall into that same category.
Yeah.
All right, there was another point. Okay, this is it. Verse 4, and I said, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquities. Not just what's going on right now, but everything in the past. Right? So everything that was from the past all the way till now, they gotta pay for.
Right, that was it on that?
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead. Tobias, yep.
Revelation 16:19. And the great city was divided into three parts. And the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh.
See what? The city of the nations fell. All right. So none of these kingdoms going to be able to reside the day of the Lord's judgment. So who shall be able to stand? Everything going to fall. You know? All these kingdoms going to fall in the midst of World War III. Are they all going to be destroyed with missiles? No. But they all going to fall and they're going to have some form of destruction.
Yeah.
And they all going to be put down. Somebody get that king of kings head with many crowns. But that was it on that?
No, it wasn't.
But, yeah, real quick, and then somebody else got it.
And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh.
See, and then the Lord gonna remember everything, all the judgments that He promised on this place, and also our prayers, according to Revelations, I think it's 8, if I'm not mistaken. It said our prayers are gonna come up before the Lord, and He's gonna cast fire on the earth because of that. All right.
To give unto her cup of the wine of the fierceness of His wrath.
See that?
And every land fled away, and the mountains were not found.
Right, because they basically the angels gonna be reporting back saying, "Hey, it's time. We looked on the earth and everything's happening. It's time." And the Most High gonna remember everything. He's gonna bring that judgment to this place. All right? He's gonna do like Mike Tyson said. I'm gonna bring the pain to him.
And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, and every stone about the weight of a talent, and men blaspheme Yahweh because of the plague of the hail.
Right, that's talking about these nations. They're gonna be trying to fight against the Lord. That's war. Let's say war in heaven. Basically, a curse on Esau. That was it on that. But the point was, all these nations and the kingdoms gonna fall away. All right.
Revelation 19.
19 and 12.
This is Revelation 19, start at 12. It says, his eyes were a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Right, there you go. So on his head is many crowns, not just the crowns that he's going to take from these nations. He has the crown of life. Also, the crown of him showing up, being crucified, that was a crown for him. You know, the crown over death
Yes.
from our people real soon. And so on his head gonna be many crowns. Also the crowns of these nations. That's light work to him. They're gonna be like the predator. Remember he had all them skulls and shit? You know, Jake, we like to wear chains and
You know how they made belts out of our hide and stuff like that?
and badges in the military, I got this badge when I did the Boy Scouts and shit like that. Well, Yahushua gonna have his badge, it's gonna be the crown. That's what the crown is, it's a badge of honor. So the Lord gonna take rulership from all these nations. So who can be able to stand in that day? You wanna be gold. And the only way you can be gold is by the maker. You can't make gold yourself. Gold is already here. There's already an element.
And it's found in the earth. And when you dig it out of the earth, it has impurities on it.
Yeah.
So you got to pass it through the fire to purify it.
Yeah, somebody get that where it say gold, little gold, dust cometh up. Let's get that. It's in the Apocrypha.
Quick interjection.
Yeah, let's get that real quick. We got 2 more verses, then we got King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and that's it. No, he got it.
I'll jump to 15. All right, this verse 15 in Revelation 19. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty Yahweh. And he hath on his vesture and on his thigh a name written, King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
Right, you ain't gonna see that written on no other angel. You ain't gonna see that written on none of us, except for like these idiots down here that think they're the Lord. But it's gonna say Malak Shal Malakim. That means King of Kings, Lord of Lords. All right, he's gonna come and take all rulership from these nations, from these people, man. All right, Job 9:24 say the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Now you're gonna take it back from them. And 2/3 of our people that have followed after the ways of the wicked in these nations and their own self-will, they represent the tin and the alloys that are not the precious metals.
Right, because what does it say?
Now you good, bro.
What does it say in Ezekiel? It says, I will purge from among you the rebels. Those are the 2/3 of our people that are the alloys, and the Lord is purging them away from us and cleansing us for any infirmities that we may have.
Yeah, he called them, let me get this real quick. Real fast, man. He just said something. Let me get this real quick. There you go. It says, Jeremiah 6:30, reprobate silver shall men call them because Yahweh have rejected them. So that goes into the rebels. It's like that silver. Gold is more valuable than silver. But they still are Israelites.
Yeah.
So 2/3 of our people.
He ain't looking for the 925.
Or the 405. Go ahead. So, who's reading? Somebody had a priest.
Oh, I got one.
Interjections, then we get back to this. All right, you got one real quick?
Yeah.
All right, and then you got one.
All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Right, they said the way is wide, right? And our way is narrow. So that narrow path is only made for few, man. That's called the first fruits. All right, it ain't gonna be a forest yet. It's gonna be a family tree with some fruits on it. All right, go ahead.
All right, it says, verse 2, it says, I will tell thee a similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold whereof.
Right, a lot of mold all over the earth. Just like afterbirth. Right, go excess.
That's going to Esau blessing, the dew.
Yeah, the dew, yeah, and also like extras in the movie. There's always a lot of damn extras.
Yeah.
There's only a few stars.
All right, it says, I will tell thee the similitude, Ezra, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold whereof earthen vessels are made, but little dust that gold cometh of, even so is the course of this present world. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Yeah, that many created, but few shall be saved, man. So it's only a little that dust coming from, right? So again, gold is purified. Gold is predestined to be the currency it's made to be, always having value. Gold is solid, less impurities, all right? And also gold is precious because it's hard to find, all right? So now with that being said, let's go there. I want to go to that Isaiah, but I'm gonna wait.
Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 8. The voice of my beloved, behold, he cometh leaping upon the mountains.
Right, he keeps showing up. He's showing up, conquering the mountains. He ain't showing up on a donkey anymore, or just walking up. You know, when we laying palm leaves before him down here, he gonna be treading the clouds, man. And he's showing up, leaping upon the mountains,
Skipping upon the hills.
skipping upon the hills, man. That way said what? The mountains and hills gonna flee away. All right. Go ahead.
That's it.
That was it. Now you keep going. That was a little more on that.
Verse 9. My beloved is like a roe or a young hart.
Right, like a leader, you know, like a conquering leader, a young leader. All right, go ahead, like a steer.
Behold, he standeth behind our wall.
Right, so he's standing for us, man, and he's gonna stand for the men of Israel in that day, making them what? Let's get Isaiah. Or somebody call it out. What did you say, Isaiah something earlier? Gold, find gold.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah 13 and 9 all the way to 12.
Right, so the Lord, and also he's standing behind our wall. And what did he say to Jeremiah?
Bring it out. This is Isaiah.
Hold up, my bad. How you spell brazen?
Brazen.
B-R-A-Z-E.
Yeah, Jeremiah 1 and damn. Jeremiah 15 and 20. And Jeremiah 1 and 18.
This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 20. And I will make thee unto this people a fence brazen, a brazen wall.
Yep, so now we become that wall. All right? So we're moving in the same spirit as Jeremiah, as one of the prophets standing for the Lord, speaking to his people. So we become that wall of defense for the Lord's word, right? And for our people.
And they shall fight against thee, but they shall not prevail against thee.
Right, the scoffers. And then in that day when they come in rushing like a flood, they're not going to prevail against us. Go ahead.
For I am with thee to save thee and to deliver thee, saith the Lord.
There you go. All right. So each man is going to become precious, man. All right, and have high value for the kingdom. And the scriptures even say that about the women that are in the truth. They say they are of great value to the Lord. So what do you think we are? All right, even greater value. All right. Somebody read. Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 18. For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city and an iron pillar and a brazen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land.
There you go. So the Lord said he's making us a defense against them. When else did he say that? I have made thy forehead hard against their forehead. You see that? So he's making us a defense. He gave us a form of defense, which is the spirit. This is our shield and buckler. All right? And also it goes on to Revelations 21, where he said we're going to have a wall high and great because Yahweh Shai is going to be with us. All right? So now he's standing for our defense. That's what the brother Zariah was reading. He's standing behind our wall. That same one that's coming leaping upon the mountains. Imagine him protecting. All right? Somebody got something else? Who? Look at Isaiah 13.
This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. It says, behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh cometh cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Right. So he gonna lay this whole land desolate. My son asked me the other day. He said, I think the Lord gonna destroy this whole land. And I was like, you correct, son. That's in the scripture.
All of it. From
Oh,
rooter to the tutor.
Rooted to the tutor. You know what I mean? If somebody try to make it, he was standing on the toe, motherfucker.
That's getting burnt too.
That's gonna get burnt too. Yeah. That last little bit. He said, that way he said he's gonna sweep it with a broom. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 10, it says, "For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine."
Con, that's gonna happen for the missiles, man. Keep going.
Verse 11, "And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible."
Keep going all the way to 12.
Okay. Verse 12, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir."
There you go. That's right. I was talking about. All right. That's right. So the Lord's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, man. All right. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 1. "Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. A man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land."
See, that shows you that protection that the Lord is promising over those men to make them become the safe house in these bodies. You know, the body, the abode, the body. When the Lord promised him to make them the actual safe house, he said, "In this weary land." That's how you know we're gonna get those powers and protection. Psalms 91, before salvation. He said, "I shall deliver thee in 6 troubles." So he's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, man. All right. So it's gonna be that hard to find safety out here. It's gonna be that hard to find happiness. It's gonna be that hard to find food and shelter. And that man is gonna become all of that to these individuals, mostly women.
That little laughing.
Yeah, that's it, man. All right, so let's go into it a little bit. Actually, I don't know which one I'm gonna get first. Let's get let's go to Matthew 7. And 24.
Book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 24. "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon the rock.
There you go. Yeah.
And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon the rock."
See that? So that house, if you're a safe, the safe house. Yeah. So if you that's deep. So if you become the safe house, and you're founded upon the rock, then you're like a house of gold, man. You know, imagine the wolf trying to blow that house down. You know, a storm trying to move that, or the rain flooding out the foundations of that. It's impossible. All right. Go ahead go ahead.
Verse 26. "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man."
Yeah, you're gonna be that old cabin house made out of sticks and stones. You're gonna be like a tent in the middle. You're gonna be like a Walmart tent in the middle of a Dollar Tree tent in the middle of a damn hurricane, a typhoon. Go ahead, brother.
"Shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand.
There you go.
And the rain descended, and the floods came."
It'll wipe out your foundation. See that? Everything you built your beliefs upon is gonna be wiped out. That's why he said he's gonna destroy the pride of these heathens as well. Everything they believed in is being wiped out. All right, go ahead.
"And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it.
See that? All right, so great was the fall of it. And we don't want to fall like one of the princes. We don't want to fall like these heathen men or these wicked men. All right, we want to be able to withstand the storm and be a safe house for our people. Somebody got Isaiah 59 and 19.
I got it. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Haggai 1 and 3. Then came the word of the Lord by Haggai to the prophet, saying, "It is time for you, O ye, to dwell in your..." Is that sealed?
Yeah.
Sealed houses, and this house lie waste. Right? So now, all the foundations, like, think about it. When that time comes, everything that you invested your time in, like, he said he's like a man that buildeth a house, you know what I'm saying, on a rock. So people are building their foundations on this system that's set up that the Lord is setting it up to destroy. Right? So if you're building a foundation on money or on Christianity or anything anything outside of Yahweh Shai, then you're not going to stand in that day. So the Lord's like, it's time for you to dwell in this shielded house that we're building, and this house that the system is building, that Esau's building, be laid waste. All right? So now, because you're not going to get any profit in building upon this system that the Lord was set up to destroy.
Let's get that when somebody gets it.
Isaiah 59.
Yes, I think so.
Isaiah 59.
Oh, no. What you got?
All right, this is Isaiah 2 and 20,
Yeah.
and it reads, "In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the rigid rocks, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty."
There you go. All right, so they're gonna be what? They're gonna be trying to run into the damn. They're gonna be running to the churches. They're gonna be running to the church to go in the basement. They're gonna run right past the pastor.
Get the hell out my way, Stanley.
Their feet gonna sound like the Three Stooges running this shit. Go ahead.
Knock, knock.
You hear all these footsteps and shit? All right.
Oh man, there was a movie about that, man. And it was chaos going on outside, and everybody was piled in this church, and everybody was looking for the pastor for, like, you know, what do we do next? What do you do? He's like, I don't know. I don't even believe none of this shit no more.
That's right. Yeah, they're gonna be looking for bunkers to go into, man. All right, and a lot of people try to go out into space. Yeah. You know, they're gonna try to run into the mountains, and then a lot of them gonna turn cannibals there. You know, so wherever they run to, it's gonna be a trap for them. Yeah, from the king of terrors, meaning there's nowhere you can run that he ain't gonna be able to terrify you. And any terror that you could think of, he can make it worse than that.
Look what he did to the Egyptians.
Yeah, man. He had them balled up in the corner in shock, and it was nothing there. He had them on K2 back then before K2 existed.
Flipping out.
On that flock.
Yeah, that's it.
Eat that each other's faces.
Put on that spiritual flocker.
Mixed with bath salt.
Yeah, the ones that had you flocked out. Yeah, go ahead.
He said flocked.
It's Amos chapter 5 and 19.
Yeah.
It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Right, you ran from the damn lion for safety. Now you're running somewhere else into a damn cave or to the house or into the bunker, and they're gonna get crushed or run into some shit there. People start cannibalizing each other or something.
Or yeah. Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall.
Right, you run in the house, now you're safe. Woo, safe here. Next thing you know, like on that movie with Elijah, the movie Eli, when he ran into them two Edomites' house and they tried to eat him.
Yeah.
He told him he was like, get down in there into the damn basement. You know, they thought they was comfortable and safe. That's what it means. Lay your hand on the wall, like, whoo, I'm safe. I found some rest. When you try to rest for a moment, it's gonna be more destruction for you. All right, for the weak, but the Lord gonna make the strong stronger. All right, go ahead.
and lean his hand on the wall, and the serpent bit him. You know?
Yep. Then the serpent gonna bite you. Mean somebody that could also mean something betray your ass. You know, poison. Right? Toxic. Might be your lady. Or ladies in the truth, it might be your husband, you know. So wherever you run, you're gonna run from one danger to another one. You know, we're being sarcastic, but that's what it basically means. You know, so it's gonna be all hell breaking loose out here. So we want to trust the process of purification and of the hardening of. Somebody get that? Endure hardness. Yeah. Hey, Arakai, you want to grab it? Bring you into the mix a little bit. It's been a while. Yeah.
This Isaiah, going back to Isaiah chapter 2, we're going to start off at 19. And it reads, and they shall go into the holes of the rock and into the caves of the earth for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he arises to shake terribly the earth.
Yeah, just like they did back in the land of Edom. They thought that was their safety. The caves and the holes of the rocks. All right? So that's what these people are going to do naturally again, run into the holes of the rocks to run from the terror of the Most High. Go ahead.
And in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the rigid rocks, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth.
So they're going to be casting money away. All the stacks, cell phones they be making out of the paper, that's going to be used for fire, just like it was in the Weimar Republic. You know, in Zimbabwe when they had the dollar crash, hyperinflation.
They're going to be using the money for firewood.
The firewood,
like they did Turn-Up Tuesdays in Germany, some shit.
Yeah, man. So they're gonna throw away all their jewelry, all the idol worship they're into, the cell phones. They're gonna trying to save their ass. All right, they're gonna cast all that to the bats, meaning the bats and to the moles and the rats, meaning that's where do they dwell at in darkness? They're just gonna throw it into the corner. Like, get this shit out of here.
You seen a precursor of that 2020 in India when they threw all those images of Cali and Trump into the middle of the streets.
That's right. But right now, people they store all their idols in safe places. They treat it like a human being or a baby. You know, but in that day, it ain't gonna be precious to them. They're gonna realize they were wrong, right? And the system. But if you get that MOTB, you can't get that out of you. You're gonna be running around with it.
You have to throw yourself in the corner.
You have to throw yourself in the corner. Lord gonna be tracking you on that joint. Like, all right, where you go? There you go. There you go. You ready? He went left. He ain't go right.
All right, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also.
There you go. You say what? From the beginning, the Lord is seeking such to worship him. So we got to go out and be part of that seeking process. All right, and that's what time we in. The sift, you know. They say, what did I say again? Seek brothers that are able to teach others. You know, and inspired that want to teach, man.
Verse 3. Therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
That's right, man. If you're a vessel and your vessel is running over, you ain't gonna want that water to waste. So you're gonna look for other vessels to pour into. But you're not gonna look for vessels with holes in them. You're not gonna look for weak vessels that'll break, all right, or tarnished or dirty vessels. But you definitely ain't gonna want that water to just overflow and pour out. All right, you want it to pour out into other vessels. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, both of them.
That was it.
Oh yeah.
All right, somebody got something?
Yeah, my faith that they but you know, the verse as well.
Let's get Luke 17 and 28.
This is Luke 17. Dang. Oh, there you go.
Right? It said the rain descended and the winds blew. You know? And if you're not gold, if you're not part of that house of gold, man, you know, if you're not gold, a brick, that's part of that spiritual house, then you're gonna fall.
This is Luke chapter 17, verse 28. Likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they did drink, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it.
Right? They were maintaining the state of that world at that time, which was part of that system, right? During Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, so now today they eat, they drink, you know, they maintain the state of this world. You know, so eating and drinking and marrying is what helps to call it economy. All right, go ahead.
But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven.
So either way, that's it. That system, that's not the true cycle of life. That cycle of life is deception. So the Lord saying He gonna cut in on that dance. You know, like double dutch. He's sitting there on the side like this. Wait, he gonna jump in and do this.
DTA.
Yeah.
Grabbing the rope.
There he goes. So yeah, the Lord gonna cut in, man. All right, He gonna intervene. That's called divine intervention. So yeah, you know, so the Lord gonna end that system that they worshiping. All right, anybody holding something? Second priest, dive right in.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 28, and verse.
Yeah.
Let's start at verse 3. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on his hand. And when the barbarians saw the venomous beast hang on his hand, they said among themselves, "No doubt this man is a murderer, whom though he have escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffered not to live." And he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. Howbeit they looked when he should have swollen or fallen down dead suddenly. But after they had looked a great while and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a god.
Yeah.
You said what's going on with your lesson.
Yeah. All right, you want to speak on it real quick? Talking about Paul? No, just want to make sure.
So Paul was of that gold.
There you go. Okay,
of that fine gold.
Yep.
To where when he was in trouble, he was in the straits. All right, it was shown that he was the children of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and not the children of men. All right, and that's what we come into the conclusion of, man. That the whole world and that these heathens and that these people gonna know that they've been just men.
They looked down. They went from looking at him as a dead man to a god.
Yeah.
Just that quick.
Yeah, they thought he was an alloy. they thought he was silver. He was gold.
Gold started shining.
Started shining, man. They thought he was a green ass nigga.
But then when the
It comes around.
So he come to find, he's like gold, man. That glitch in the matrix. Like, yo, did that just happen? You see, got bit by it. You seeing that? We're gonna be like that, man. The Lord gonna give us praise and fame in all the places we'll put the shame at. That's especially in the ghetto, especially amongst our women, especially in our households, especially out in these streets, in the courts, everywhere. Wherever we'll put the shame at, the Lord gonna give us fame there. All right? Especially here in Babylon. But our people are scattered everywhere. Let's go to Isaiah 59 and 19 since we're kind of going in that direction.
Isaiah 59 and 19.
No, let's get that door hardness. You did?
Yeah, we can bring it out again.
Which one was our card now? He was holding the right our card?
I had it. Yeah, we brought out already.
Yeah, you brought it out, didn't you?
Yeah, he can bring it out again because he called for it again.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach.
There you go. No, that's perfect, man, because I actually didn't catch it. All right, so now we got to what? We got to endure that process where the Lord is hardening us, our spirit to this world. In the sense, if something's hardened up, it's being sealed, you know? And also, we got to endure that purification process, you know, of hardening, like gold. All right, harden us as good soldiers of the Lord, man.
was also thinking hardening is form of protecting as well. Like if you cut, it scabs over, harden, so that way
Callus?
nothing.
Callus.
Callus.
Come on, man. Right? Bill Callus. Go ahead, brother. Yeah, man.
Isaiah 48:9. For my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake, even for my own sake will I do it.
Right, because they'll say the world will say the Lord was not able to save Israel and not able to bring us back, or he was not able to conquer death. But he's going to conquer death through us.
You won't make him out to be a liar.
No, you won't. Yep. He's going to call all men are liars. That's what he's going to show. Romans 3:3. Go ahead.
For my own sake, even for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another.
So it ain't about us. It's really about his name. So he's going to purify us for his own name. Something he got against this damn world. You know, and the wicked. Right? So a standard that he's trying to set for himself in the world. Right?
They act like they forgot who he was.
That's what he's saying, straight up. Put some respect on his name. He always been like that from the beginning. He said, I am who I am.
Somebody said, what he told Moses. What you mean, what's my name?
He always been like that, yeah. He said,
Who should I tell him?
I am who I am. He said, all right, wait, matter of fact, just tell him Yahweh sent you. You know, just tell him that, meaning he exists. All right? Just say, hey, he exists. Don't think he don't. And in the end, he exists, meaning he's going to bring himself to existence amongst humanity. All right? In the end, we're going to know that he's the only true living power. All right? So Isaiah 59:19.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
See that? There you go. It's about his name. All right? So right now, we're out here declaring his name. The elect shall praise his holy name. So what you think going to happen if he give us those powers? See that? They're going to be like, oh, he's going to give praises to his name.
Yeah, as soon as we get the I say the people shall be willing in the day of thy power. As soon as we get Yahweh shot. Got it.
Yeah.
They're not listening now though.
No, yeah. And that day they're gonna turn us into some what was it, Puerto Rican tribe before? Taínos.
Taínos.
They gonna be like, hey, we just start studying.
Right?
Hey, I seen World War III breaking out, man. You was lying, bro. How you doing, sir? Go ahead.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and to them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord.
Damn, so to them that turn from transgression. And that's what we want to do. We want to turn from transgression. Transgression means to continually sin. We want to, and turning from that means to repent. All right? So, all right, go ahead. So he's going to raise a standard upon those people, meaning rally upon him. Hey, women, Isaiah 4, let's get that. Let's get that. It's 4, right?
Yeah,
4. It's been a while since we brought that one out. We don't even put that.
That was quick. That was quick.
You right, you got it. It's
Yeah,
Isaiah
someone
chapter
tell me
4,
something.
verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
Right? That's how you know it's not going to be in the kingdom. This is going to be here. And this system's still going to be going.
They won't have reproach to be taken away in the kingdom.
Yeah, they won't have a reproach to be taken away in the kingdom. That's beautiful. But right now, this is the beginning of their reproach being taken away. Once they get with a man of the Lord. All right?
I had a woman tell me, it says, in that day, not today.
What do you say to that?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm like, all right. With that being said, I'm going to go back to reading.
Yeah, wait till this be patient, man.
Yeah.
And then we mess around and wait for those women, and they wasn't even worth it.
Wasn't even worth
in the end. You know what I mean?
The true women of the Lord are going to be revealed in that time too.
Right. Yeah, the true women of the Lord are going to be revealed in that time, and a lot of them are being saved for us. You know, for childbearing, right? So, so that's why I said that 7 women shall take hold. I mean, an innumerable number of women, whatever completes that situation or that man, is going to take hold of him. So they're going to say, this individual, rally upon him if you want to be saved. Hey, angels, I'm going to give you charge over this individual. Rally upon him. It's going to be a whole fuss over you in that day.
Yeah.
Right?
What did the angels tell Lot to do? Go get your daughters.
Yes.
See that?
Yeah.
They rallied around. And then what did they say? Because we cannot do anything until you get into safety.
Until you get into safety. There you go. See that? All right, the Most High will hold back the damn day for you, like he did who? That Joshua?
Yep.
He held back the sun for a couple hours or something. All right, so yeah, the Lord will move mountains for us. He'll move heaven. He'll bring in the host, like the devil was trying to say to Yahushua. He sent the whole heavenly army for us. Yahushua was like, yeah, you're right, but we ain't gonna tempt the Lord.
Right.
All right. We're not gonna try to force his hand to move beforehand.
That shows lack of patience. Lack of patience shows lack of belief.
All right, so 2 Timothy 1:7, that's 20. Anybody holding anything? Just let me know if y'all want to bring anything up.
2 Timothy 1:11.
2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7.
There you go.
For Yahweh have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind.
Go ahead, speak on it.
Hey, so the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power to be able to conquer, to be able to endure to the end. You know, he gave us a sound mind. That way we be in one spirit, one mind, one band, one sound, not being able to go off, you know.
Sound mind is going to be a scarce commodity in those times because only the elect, which is a small number, is going to have that sound mind because that sound mind starts now with us being filled with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the truth.
Hey, during the time of America falling, people don't want to be around a group of individuals or just any individual that's got a scatterbrain or that's just got a unsound mind. They just saying illogical stuff, doing illogical actions. All right, an individual isn't going to be around a person. They want to be around calmness and soundness.
I was talking to my homie the other day. He's Muslim, and I was like, "Yo, look, I tried it. I'm gonna talk to him. You know, he was like, "Yo, why you stay away? Why you talk to us in years?" Because this walk of ours is precious, and it has to build callous. You know what I mean? And you have to make sure no chinks in your armor. And once we get our armor on, we can talk to people. You know, the guard can come outside and talk, but you know, you gotta be guarded. But he was like, you know, hey, you have a problem with your wife and shit like that. He was like, hey man, listen, man. You rather deal with an old devil instead of a new one.
No, bro.
Whoa. See that? He got you. Right?
I've been said that.
It makes sense.
It makes hella sense. Yes.
It would make sense coming from you.
You used to have to start all over, man. You're dealing with a whole new devil.
It says like it's better the devil you know.
Right.
That's cool.
Because you know what you're getting out of this one.
That's cool. Coming from y'all.
But he sounded like a devil. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking, what's the name?
that coming. I'm like, bro, he need to shut up and listen. Stop trying to teach me, man. We ain't gonna want to hear it. We ain't gonna want to be around that. We gonna want to sound mind. I don't care what you saying out your mouth, bro. I don't want to hear it. I'd rather hear it from you. It makes sense coming from you.
What he said? Tell me what he said.
You know what I'm saying?
What you talking about, man? I can't even hear it.
We're not gonna trust them, man. Right. You know, because we know that it's tied to some Islam or some Christianity or something.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, man. Or just chasing money. All right, any precept? What was that? He just read 2 Timothy, right?
Yeah, how far did you want me to go down?
He can go just some more in there.
Oh, you said all the way to 20 or something.
No, just 1 to 7.
Oh, okay.
1 to 7. 2 Timothy 1 to 7.
That's what you brought up.
All right, that we brought out, right? All right, go ahead. Precepts.
This is Isaiah chapter 6, just to back up the brother I recall what he brought out. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. I like it. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation, and fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. So just like the brother Zariah was also saying, you ain't going to want to be around somebody that's all scatterbrained because that person is not stable. So wisdom and knowledge, the wisdom and the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is what's going to be our stability. That's what's going to keep us with a sound mind. That's what's going to keep us to not fear. That's what's going to keep us moving how we're supposed to move. And it's going to be the strength of our salvation, meaning knowing what's going to happen and knowing that the Lord is going to come through and save and protect like he said he was and like he said he is going to protect. And that's also going to be our treasure, our fear, our respect, and our honor unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua as well.
Beautiful.
All right, go ahead. If I miss it, y'all just jump back in and y'all talk, take over. All right, so let's get 1 Corinthians 2 and 3. We probably got like 10 minutes, 10% on it.
Yeah, he said, I think he said 20, right?
Yeah.
You said 2 and 10?
I ain't even
1
seen
Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 3. And I was with you in weakness and in fear and in much trembling. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power.
There you go. That's what Thanyala was talking about earlier. When Paul was here, he demonstrated the Spirit and he demonstrated spiritual power. That's what he was saying right there. He said in the Spirit and in power, man. All right, he was raising the dead, all kinds of stuff. So he demonstrated the power that was given to Yahushua the same way Elisha demonstrated the power that was given to Elijah. All right, the same thing that Yahushua did, we're going to demonstrate that power real soon. It's going to be a demonstration on your ass.
Also, he said he didn't come with enticing words of man's wisdom. He came simple and plain, precise, with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, speaking the truth.
That's right. Speaking the truth. That's right. Good. All right, which the truth is simple, so that a baby can understand it. You know, and the power is simple. It's not going to be some trickery like magic.
Come on, man.
All right. So, any interjections? Let's check.
Yes, I got one. This is 2 Corinthians 11 and 3. It says, but I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupt from the simplicity that is in Yahushua HaMashiach. You see that? So with those big enticing words and elaborate words that Esau uses and the other fashions of so-called religion uses, that's just to confuse the minds of the people. They'll sound real smart, right? So because if you're the untrained ear, it's gonna be like, oh man, he know what he's talking about, but really doesn't, right? So what is he doing? Like the serpent beguiled Eve, that you should be robbed from the simplicity of Yahushua HaMashiach, which is simply the truth.
Yeah, he said, ever learning, but never able to come into the knowledge of the truth. Going to all these universities, everything, studying science, thousands and thousands of years. There's been so many different studies. The Library of Alexandria, all kind of universities and colleges and libraries and encyclopedias, AI technology, all kind of deep dives and shit.
What it say? The much studying is awareness to the flesh. Now they able to, because they so tired from all this being blown from every wind of doctrine. Now they're just willing to believe anything that feels good at the moment.
Yeah. Any little past idea they ever had in their own mind, as soon as they hear it, they latch on to it.
Right. All right. Where we at? I can't check my weather too. My phone messing up.
I got one.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah?
Yep.
Psalm chapter 90, verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. So we study the wisdom of Yahweh Shai, which is from above and not from below, because all our people are still stuck in this world and the wisdom of this world, especially of the 501c3 incorporated Christian churches. They don't want to let go of it. They don't even want to let go of that name Jesus. They want to hold on to it. So they're going to stay wicked. They're going to get punished for being wicked.
Con. Anybody else got a precept? All right. What's your next?
Go to let's go to Luke chapter 10, verse 19. We might get rained on real quick though. One of the little side storms, you know.
Luke 10 and 19.
Jacksonville, so
Yeah.
Luke 10.
YN cloud.
Luke 10, chapter 19.
Luke
10 and 19?
Yeah.
Got it. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents
Yep.
and,
Go ahead.
and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
There you go. And that's spiritual first. And then and next is gonna be physical. All right. So the Lord giving us that spirit first, so we can tread upon 2/3 of our people that come up with false doctrines as well. You know, and the trickery of Satan. And then also physically, it's going to be someday they're going to be tread upon. All the power that they have on the left hand side. All right. And what else it says? Tread down the wicked. Yeah, God. I got something else in my mind too. He said, they should tread upon. What you said? Read that again.
Luke chapter 10, verse 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions,
There you go.
and over all the power of the enemies, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
There you go, man. All right, somebody get that Acts chapter 1. And you got something too?
Yeah, this is Malachi chapter 4, verse 3. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, saith the Lord of hosts. And going into how the wicked and the heathen is going to be ashes on our foot, man. In that day when Yahweh shall show up to take these crowns from these other nations, to bring them down, and for our kingdom to start coming up, man. Right. You know, there'll be ashes on our foot. We'll be going out there to grab them out of the bunkers, all of that stuff, man. We'll have the powers to get them in line, everything, man. We're going to have that strength.
Ashes and asses under the soul of our
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 17. Every man is brutish by his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. They are vanity, the workers of errors. In the time of their visitation, they shall perish. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. All right, so those who don't have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to be missile food. They're going to be casualties to war, man, for booties, for loot.
That's right. All right, somebody grab Matthew's 23 real quick. 23 and 33 real fast.
23, 33.
Yep.
Matthew chapter 23.
Maybe say you're going to tread upon serpents and scorpions, right?
Matthew 23 and 33.
You got 10.
Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell?
See that 2/3 of our people going to get their ass whooped too. See that? And then in Revelation 12, it tells you this is that old serpent, the devil, Esau. You see that? So we're going to be treading upon them, man. You know, spiritually first, and then physically in the kingdom. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall unalive and crucify, and some of them shall ye scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city. That upon you they come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of the righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Becharias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. Keep going.
Go ahead, brother. Y'all run it real fast.
Verse 36. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. O Jerusalem, thou that killest the prophets, and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as the hen gathereth her chickens under her wing, and ye would not.
Right, because two-thirds of our people are running from the Lord's protection. They're running from His mercy by being rebellious. You see that? So the Lord has a punishment for them because they chose death over life.
I mean, just to add on to that, you ever had a sibling that tried to run from their ass whooping from their parents, and the whooping get 10 times worse because they snatched their hand away and ran? And that's the same.
That's called rebellion.
I've seen it. I've seen a sibling actually really fight my mom back. You know, that's exactly how rebellious our people is. They're really fighting against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, even as of late, my people have risen up as an enemy. You know what I'm saying? So not only are they rebellious, a lot of our people gonna find out they really hate the Lord.
And they hate His ways. they really hate His laws. They hate His ways.
They hate everything about Him.
Right.
They're gonna hit that ass whooping.
The Lord gonna love it.
The Lord gonna give them that James Evans ass whooping.
He gonna hold that one hand.
He gonna give you James Evans and Joe Jackson at the same time. And a little bit of Ike.
A little bit of Ike, and then a little sprinkle of Joe Clark.
Yeah. Yep.
They're gonna call him Batman.
That's an ass whooping.
Yeah.
They probably was the ass beaters of our time, besides my dad.
Yeah. So, yeah. That those are the ones that our dads looked up to.
Yeah, that was our dad's role models.
Damn.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Esau had Mr. Rogers.
Right?
Guy.
Yeah. Sweaters and shit. My dad looking at Ike Turner. Yeah.
That's right. That's how we do it. Take notes.
That ain't how you snap a picture.
And then we in school watching Mr. Rogers like, this is bullshit.
Right. Like, what neighborhood you live in?
Right. Let me catch that train, man.
Hey, yeah, this is Acts 1:7.
It's Acts chapter 1, verse 7.
Right.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the season which the Father has put in His own power.
Right. So we don't need to know the day or the hour, like it's tangible. You know when the Lord is gonna give us that power. He say, "What endure hardness as a good soldier. Trust the process. Let the Lord prepare you for that day, and then you'll be a vessel fitted for glory, right? That He can pour into, right?
The best thing to do is act like it can happen at any moment, because then your mind's going to be continuing on working.
There you go, man. All right.
God
So,
bless you guys.
hey, thank you. Appreciate you, man.
God bless you. You look faithful.
That's great.
You believe in God?
What do you think?
I have superpowers.
You do? Go ahead. Let me see what you got.
I was just sitting here. I was just sitting here vibrating this whole area.
That's crazy. He said superpower.
Yes. So listen. Let's think about like the biggest world problems here. Let's forget about God. Let's think about.
Don't forget about God.
No. Let's think about you. Let's think about your future. So this is your world, right? This is all your world. If you're walking on this planet right now, if your feet are on the ground, this is your world. You understand that? This is your world. When you die, you will be in the atmosphere of planet Earth. And you will be here until you're reborn. And you will constantly cycle through that rebirth. So you've been here before. You've walked on, you've sown seeds on these fields. You know, you've helped here before. You've been here. Some souls are new. Do you know how you guys got here? When I'm born, I have a halo. It's not out right now. But I have a reforming halo. That halo has a quantum physics. So when I'm born, solar energy follows me to those worlds. You're then born into those worlds. And as long as you're productive for those worlds are yours. You know what I mean? As long as you're productive.
The source is the light.
What superpower
The light follow us from generation to generation.
You know how many? I blinked at a flock of goats one day. Listen, they were mostly brown. I turned them white with brown speckles in the blink of an eye one day. I made birds appear out of the sky. I moved metal on
Man,
a
look,
vehicle. Your government, well, the American government,
Make some,
they
make some,
tried
make
to
some
kill
money
me,
appear in
and
my
I'm
hand.
still here.
Make some money appear in my hand. I'm gonna
I
close my eyes.
can't do that.
If
If that was the case, I would do it myself. Listen, I have worked alongside of all of you since the beginning of time. So I work with
So
you.
you said the souls are stuck here.
You're not necessarily stuck here.
Let's see what the Bible says. Go ahead.
You're
All
not
right, this is
necessarily
Ecclesiastes
stuck
chapter
here.
12, verse 6. It says, or ever the silver cord be loose, and the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken
Man go upward and down, go down.
at the fountain, or the wheel be broken at the cistern, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was.
So the body, once the body is broken or injured, deadly, it said the body goes to the ground. Go ahead.
And the spirit shall return to God who gave it.
So the spirit goes to God. It doesn't linger around here on earth. I was just joking about the dollar, man. I was joking.
I want you to read that.
Oh man.
I want you to read that.
I'm dyslexic, man.
So what does that say right there on top?
That's the island.
Money is like you would go. You need something to say about that. Like you can't work that. There is a reason in money that it's not all evil. Money's not all evil. Like it's not all evil. Like you can make money legally. You're supposed to make. You have to keep track of what you've done during the day. You need some sort of tracking. You need to be able to track that. Listen, I worked 8 hours for this man. He paid me.
You got a motor.
This is my 8 hours. No, there's a reason. No, here's the problem. What we need to do, listen, what we need to do.
What we need to do is listen to this.
Bring
This is Matthew chapter 3 and verse 20. All go into one place, all of the dust.
Right, all of the dust, all go into one place. Now he said the spirit, we ain't letting up. If you come up talking, we're gonna prove you on the scriptures. If you claim to be of God. If not, you're of the devil, you're of Satan. All right?
That's fine.
That's fine, right? It's a devil's advocate. Devil's advocate.
Can I tell you
Devil. Well, he said
what my son's name
he
is?
said this, what's that? Lucifer?
Can I tell you He's my brother. He's my brother. Hey, listen. Can I tell you what my son's name is?
Don't say it, bro. Come on,
Can I tell you my son's name is
Beelzebub.
Joshua? My friend Ryan. My friend Ryan. The Holy Spirit told me one day. Ryan is the risen Judas one day.
Yeah.
The Holy Spirit told me this. This was years ago.
Yeah,
this is
3
a true story. This is a true story.
Yeah.
So Ryan, a few years later after the Holy
You just
Spirit,
need a clip, like,
just
keep making a clip.
Just listen for a second.
We don't need the whole story.
So what happened was Ryan was flashing around some money, right? Ryan was flashing some money around. So these kids came back to rob him. And my friend Ryan, who was the risen Judah, he got shot that day. He died in the hospital 3 times. I was outside the hospital praying for the risen Judah after he got shot. When I saw his wounds, I got thrown back. He got shot here. He got shot here. And he got shot here. Which were the wounds cracked. He got shot here.
So where we at, yo?
He got shot here.
This is,
and he got shot here.
Hey, what
So he has a slice right here. All the wounds of Christ came back to the risen Judas.
What does the Lord look like?
Eye for an eye fell upon
All right,
the
yeah, man. I know
in this world, this day and age, this happened. It is not in your book.
Hey, see, we tried, bro.
That's not in your book.
Hey, that's great. Beautiful story.
Here's what we have to do, though.
Yeah.
Here's what we have to do.
No,
We have
this
to
is what
lower
we're
our
gonna do.
ocean.
We're gonna continue with our lesson.
Okay.
And it was nice to meet you.
I want to bring rain to Africa. Do you know why I want to
bring rain? Africa is that.
We're running out of fuel. So we're running out of fuel. We have 50 years of fuel. Do you guys have children? Do any of you have children?
Never fail.
Does anybody have children here? If you have a child under the age of 18, by the time they're retired, we will out of gas.
All right, let's get Zechariah.
We have to fix that problem.
Let's get Zechariah 4 and 6.
I focus on the problem.
You know what, though? I
focus on the book.
You know what? It's crazy. My neighbor's dog barks like it's crazy. I've learned to do my lessons by
God bless.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Zerubbabel, saying, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts.
Right, not by might, not by power, man. That dude power on the left hand side. You know, it's like he probably dealing with the power from the devil's pinky. Pinky toe, cause he was weak as hell.
He like that dude that wanted to fight in the 300 but couldn't lift his sword up.
Especially how he came up with it. Like, I got power.
I think it was like was it Corky one year? Corky.
He almost back to their original state, man.
No, his power was, hey, you
That's like the perfect example right there. Heels and everything, bro.
What?
Rock and roll.
I can fly.
Yo, one of them say you can fly, bro.
Yo.
I was waiting on him to just be like, if you gonna do something, do that shit. And start flapping.
Yeah.
I was waiting on that shit, boy. He gonna lie.
Yo, that's crazy. He said he got superpowers, and that's kind of like the topic of this week.
Right.
You know, so we almost in that time, man. Right. And even a lot of these astrologers are talking about it. You know, not the spiritual ones, but the ones that deal with like
That's astronomy.
astronomy.
Astronomist.
Oh, man.
It's falsely so-called science.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that's
And they,
But we speak according to that, according to spiritual power, to where even the people still don't believe us.